Hello everyone, Valerie from Celestial Lights Gifts here. For me, this is like the most epic painting I have ever done. It was so much fun and I completely forgot to change from photo to video for the best part of the pour. So anyway, I'll share with you the parts that I do have. So this is a 12 by 24 Artist Loft Gallery wrapped canvas with a 1.5 inch depth. And I taped around all of the edges. I also sprayed the back, and here you're seeing me test. If you spray the back of your canvas, it tightens it up. So when you turn it around, you beat on it, and it actually should sound like a drum, like boom, 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 like a deeper sound. You can also spray the top of it. I think it does the same thing, but I've always just done the underside and then run my fingers along it, and it's been fine. So I'm laying down just some white house paint, and my thought was, oh, this will be like a flow extender. It'll help the paints move, but I actually had so much paint to use that I really didn't need this part, and it just made it way more flowier than it really needed to be. So yeah, if I did this again, I would totally skip this part because I had plenty of colors. So if you've been following me at all on social media, a couple months ago, I put out a challenge to help me use my colors, and I promised myself I wouldn't mix any more colors until those were all used. So I got wonderful feedback and reception. I had about 18 different color combos to try. They came out so beautiful. I've since done some more pieces with them, and I still had quite a few colors left over, or a little bit of this color and a little bit of that color. So I combined some of the light colors, and some of them were just full because it just, wasn't a color that anybody was interested in seeing poured with. So I thought, what can I do with all of these colors? So I decided I was going to lay them out almost like in a ribbon pattern. And that's the part you'll not get to see, is the laying down of the colors. You'll get to see me detail it out, but not the actual pouring part. I'm sorry. I was so sad and upset. So, if I have leftover colors in the future, I will do this again, and I will double check that I am on record. I've got all my sides covered with the white, which I guess was a good idea in case the colors don't reach the edges, but they do, trust me. All right, are you guys ready to see the pour? Here it is. So basically, I just ran a bunch of colors back and forth, kind of overlapped them a bit, but I've got green for grass, like peachy, brownish, pinky for sand, blue for the water, and then you've got the sunset. So what I'm doing right now is I'm dipping my swiping tool in my little cup of Floetrol cell activator. I'm using Australian Floetrol and titanium white from Amsterdam as my cell activator. I wanted this to be kind of a softer piece. I really love how the colors are right now, so I didn't want to mess it up too much, but I did want some lacing. So that's what I'm creating right now, just with random swipes here and there. I'm using a different tool just to give some different effects, like some smaller swipes, some thicker swipes. And so that's what you're going to see for the next few minutes. Something else that you didn't get to see me do was, after I laid the colors down, I did go over them and swipe them with my swiping tool just to blend them up a little bit before I put the cell activator on. And I felt like that really helped soften the colors and incorporate them and give them more of a blended feel. Because some of the colors were quite bold. Like I had diorite yellow from Golden. There was submarine from TLP. A lot of the pinks in there were like hot pink, like groovy, which is a neon pink from TLP. So they needed to be blended up a bit. I'm sure you can tell by now that there's just a ton of paint on this canvas, so I do have to tilt it. I'm not going to spin it. I mean, look at all of that runoff. Yeah, there was plenty of paint. I did not need the white. In fact, the white probably made it way more fluid than it really needed to be. So I'm going to tilt this back and forth a few different times and hoping that I don't lose my lacing. This was a learning lesson for me. I loved doing this technique. I've done a few swipes before, like on circle substrates for clocks. Not too many of them, a few. And I think if I were to do this again, I would stretch it out a bit first. Then I would go in and do my swipes with my cell activator. And then I would stretch it just a little bit more. I think the cell activator got lost as I stretched it, or maybe I just need to thicken up my cell activator. I still like the look of it though. I love the stretched out look of this, and I just love the ribbons of color so much. And my favorite part is that complete left side in the middle of where the purple and pink is. It's like this, I don't know, circly shape kind of thing. It just, I love it. Again, I'm just trying to go really slow, back and forth with the stretching and hoping that this does not crack when it dries. I'm going to move it to a different table and let it dry there. And I'll show you at the end. I'll do like a close-up so that you guys can see the details a bit more. All right, here we are. Here's the close-up. That yellow is striking, but this is my favorite part right up here. I love it. What things have you guys learned with this technique? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you watching. Bye.